Another thing that's been wild is watching some of the left's reaction. Obviously, what's going on happening right now, you have Jack Black's bandmate was on stage the other day, said, don't miss Trump next time. That's interesting. I know a lot of you guys have seen the creator or content creator, if that's what you want to call him, streamer, Destiny. And he's going full, I won't even say mask off. He's like, he felt some kind of way about the president getting his ear shot off. And hell, the guy that died out of that, he has been on a rampage. He's been at a full meltdown mode. And look, maybe it is something that is going on with his personal life. I don't know much about him. I know there's probably going to be some people in the chat like, hey, don't you know Destiny? I don't know him like that. I've only met him one time. Obviously, I appeared on a stream, when I stream a show with him in person. I did talk with him in person as well. I don't know him like that at all. But apparently there are some things that have been, going on. I don't know if it's his marriage or whatever the hell. Guy has been saying some just absolutely obscene things. And basically, I don't want to say advocating for the death of other people. I mean, some people would just go ahead and make that argument. But he's even talked about his own parents and like people using that as an analogy. Like, hey, man, if your parents are there and they die, surely you would feel some kind of way. And he was like, nah, they'd have it coming. Basically saying go fuck yourself to half of the voting population. It's wild stuff. His position on that, though, isn't surprising. I think maybe that was what he was feeling for a very long time. But either way, I think a lot of leftists feel that sort of way about you. And this is why I hate government so much. Right? Because ain't that dangerous that you have to share government with these types? These types of people that would have no issues on the government being utilized to suppress you, have no issues with the government being utilized to punish you. And no problems with that, by the way. They have no issues with that. And it have gone as far as to say, like, anybody that even supports this guy basically should be under, right? That's violent. That's dangerous. And look, politics make people crazy. Said it a million times. That's why I hate it. Politics make people nutty. People that even you respect, people that you think are intelligent, tend to go crazy over politics. How many of you guys' favorite creators, entertainers, people that have told on themselves since about 2015, 2016, that you once loved and respected, some maybe even your family members, but people that you once loved and respected just went crazy. Donald Trump getting elected made people go crazy. That's what politics does to people, especially in this day and as polarizing as it is. But it's not just a turn of phrase, man, trying to be dramatic or anything when, someone says like, hey, they want you dead. Some people actually do want you dead. And I can't remember whose stream that I brought this up on, and maybe it was my own. I know I've said it before. Sometimes people are just evil. I think that especially people that lean, quote unquote, to the right. And by the right, I'm talking to lean towards like looking at varying. It's like how much do you adhere to private property rights, right? That's what I think. I'm using it in this context, right? And the people that tend to lean towards that as like a general philosophy or a core tenet, right? Like myself, they consider me on the more extreme end because I believe in absolute private property rights from which all rights extend from, private property, right? But those people tend to be a lot more analytical than others. They tend to dissect things. They tend to try to find the logic and the reason in things. And so we trick ourselves into, believing that this person there's no way they can be evil, just flat out evil. So you always want to try to find reason in some of the positions that they have and some of the statements. You try to be far more understanding than what you probably should be. Because oftentimes it's as simple as this. They're evil and they want you dead. They don't want to share a geographical area with you. They despise you. They hate you. They don't care about being hypocrites. That nobody cares about that, especially with them. They play to win. Okay, so they don't care if they're hypocrites, right? I mean, if anything else, 2020 showed you how much they are willing to be hypocrites from themselves from like the previous day. You saw that with COVID. Oh, you go outside, you're gonna kill your grandma. George Floyd situation happens. Now everybody's packed up in bunches. And hell, you even had the medical apparatus saying that, well, they were somehow stopping the spread by doing so. What? I only bring that up to say they don't care about being hypocrites. Sometimes it's as simple as they don't like you, they despise you, and they want you dead. It's that simple. It's not even like just them being like chaos agents. They just look at you and what you hold near and dear, what you like your set of morals, they find that to be antithetical to them, opposed to them. And that in itself is a problem, and you must be eliminated. And I know we want to try to make it rational. We want to try to break it down fundamentally. Like we say, well, it's because of this. Maybe it's their surroundings. And sometimes maybe that is the case for some, but for others, oftentimes you can't explain it in a way that's reasonable. Sometimes it's just, these are just bad people. It's that simple. They're just bad people. And it's a hard thing, like a hard pill to swallow. And you're seeing now, especially like, again, talking about with Destiny, some of these people, like, they're more open than they ever have been before because they feel almost like a sense of protection. Now they can get away with it. It's like they'll tell you now. So now you don't. Who was it Maxwell that sung the song that if you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. Yeah, that was Maxwell. That don't ever wonder, right? So now they're telling you. You don't have to wonder anymore. You don't have to say, let me make sense for it. No. They're telling you they're just evil. And like I said, sometimes it's just a hard pill to swallow. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios.